What's up, Team KBA? Now today, I'm going to share my final thoughts on the Urth Dolomite camera sling. Use the Dolomite as a camera cube insert into their backpack or any of your own, or you can also sling it with the included strap, but this is a nice hybrid that we'll be checking out today. Read more of my thoughts on my website, so check it out at onetechtraveler.com. Now, if you like the look of the Dolomite or you want to explore the rest of Urth's range, then you can support the channel by using the links down below. I'll be putting them in the pinned comments and the video description. Let's get started. First and foremost, the Urth Dolomite is a dedicated camera sling, which means it can pack 5.1 liters of your camera equipment. It measures 30 centimeters wide, 17.5 centimeters tall, and has a thickness of 10 centimeters. It's got very good padding, cushioning, which is what you want in a camera sling, but it weighs a very light 300 grams. Water resistant, made of a 100% recycled nylon, and they use YKK BRC2 zippers, which gives it a very reassuring and durable opening and closing experience. It's got quite a rectangular shape, and let's look at the sides. One exterior pocket Urth branding here, and this comes in one of 3 colors. I've got it in the beige. There's also a moss, like an olive, and a black. I think it looks absolutely awesome in this beige too. So if you're looking for fashionable designer tones, then yeah. Now, of course, being a sling, it has the shoulder strap, really nice. It's a thickened type of 100% recycled nylon webbing, very durable and reassuring. It's one of the nicer type of webbing shoulder straps that I've come across. And they've got nice color matching metal G hooks in this beautiful beige. And you might be able to make out the Urth branding there too. It's resizable from 70 all the way up to 125 centimeters in length. So if you want to rock it more like a shoulder messenger sling bag, a bit more fitted as a crossbody, then you can also do that as well. I'll be keeping it separately for the rest of this video, just so the metal hooks and stuff don't make noises, so we can focus on this. But the detachable nature means you can use it in 2 different ways. It makes a nice hybrid camera cube insert that you can put in some of the larger backpacks or any of your own, just to really keep your camera gear equipment safely and secure. Or you can rock it as a solo carry. If you are looking for the beige, they actually call it a sand. We've got 2 durable loops on either ends, and that is for the included shoulder strap. We've got 1 exterior pocket, fairly decent opening. It does get a little bit tight as you pack your gear. You can put your mobile phone in here, camera batteries, portable hard drive, memory cards, your Urth filters, or any of your own. It is just an open storage. There's no mesh pockets or open divider sleeves. Now, a lot of the special things that happen are on the inside. And when you open it, we've got these 2 included dividers, really nicely padded. You just rip it away from either of the walls. Really nice and firm. It's got some structure and firmness to it, but it is slightly flexible too. So if you need to mold it around your camera equipment. Really nice colorway, very straightforward as a divider. You get 2 of these. One day you might be rocking a very minimal setup. Next day you might be packing your camera body, your lens, in addition to lots of other equipment. Might be like a monitor, extra bigger filters. So that's the inside. Really bright, visible, nice lining, really good padding on not only the dividers, but the walls too. The rear and the front, you can really feel the cushioning and firm padding. So protective wise, this is really nice. We've got the Urth label, 100% recycled nylon shell, as I mentioned before. and 100% recycled polyester lining. I'm not sure when it comes to the dividers and this like Velcro-y section, but in terms of sustainability, it's right up there with trying to use low impact materials. You do get one additional inside pocket, and you can see the zipper lines most of the width, and opening that up is just another full section here. So this is more for thinner, slimmer items, so you can put like rectangular filters. Now for me, zippers are hugely important in a bag. It's something that you're constantly opening and closing, and you want that to be a very fluid experience. Luckily on the Dolomite, it does run very smooth. It can get a little bit tight towards the corners as you're trying to fully seal it, since it's tucked into the material here, but the general open and closing is really fluid. For a hybrid camera cube, camera sling that you can rock on its own to look as stylish as this and still use really nice, like durable and water resistant materials, especially with that awesome padding that kind of gets skimmed in lower budget slings, then yeah, I think the Urth one makes a really great impression and value. You do get a lot of clearance and width to put multiple items fairly comfortably, and that 10cm width also gives us some extra clearance for bulkier items. It can rock my FX30 with the 7200 telephoto lens, even though there's a lot of like bigger space upwards and clearance. If it's not wide enough, then it's just not going to fit, but it does literally fit perfectly this setup, and I can slide it in. If you are running a camera cage, then it might be a little bit on the tighter side, since with my FX30, you're literally feeling it just around the edges. So you do have to bear that in mind. You might have to break it down if you're running bigger camera bodies, but for this kind of setup, it's honestly perfect. You can put your iPad mini 6 in here. You can get away with putting it inside, although it is a very snug fit. It is easier if you're not running, say, the official cover, but I would have liked Urth to put the zipper just a little bit higher, because you kind of have to just be a little careful, especially running this load, making sure it doesn't get snagged or caught in the zipper. iPad mini 6 in there right now with that telephoto, so as a one-shot type of sling, it's really impressive. Now you can take one of these and go for an unconventional route and use it as like a shelf, and I could put it on top of that lens, and I can stack a few things wherever the gear is kind of pushing. You might be able to see the outline of the iPad mini, and you know, you can see the shape sort of like bulking outwards. At times I would like it to have a bit more structure in the frame, so it still retains its like overall shape and still looks very pleasing. In the back side, it's good enough for a mobile phone. I can also put my camera batteries, one here, or an SSD, my portable one, back in. Then I am starting to notice it's a little bit more compressed, and you can see that stick out. Now in its traditional format, you can fit 2 prime lenses and a camera body. I also managed to put my FX30 and my Sony a7 IV caged inside here with my 20mm f1.8 Sony G lens, so that was really impressive to use as like a camera cube insert. I wish there was like a top handle or a rear handle for me to just grab it easily. It kind of feels like you want to lift it from the top, but sadly there is no carry handles. Now this packs a lot of great padding protection, functionality, and a nice design in a very like budget friendly price. It's $109 US for either of the 3 colors, and it just comes in this one size. You can even just be using this as your like camera lens protection, cine lenses, big bulky primes, or one zoom, maybe a really large zoom, 200 to 400. The usability and experience of the Dolomite is also really fun and satisfying. The shoulder straps also really great. They're very durable, very rugged, heavy duty. Like the thickness of the webbing is substantial, like you can feel it. It's also very dense and really great tensile strength. So slinging it on your shoulder, it does feel really durable. I find myself laying it down to resize it to the length and the kind of fit I want on my body, but it does hold really well, and it means any like heavy gear load setups, it's going to withstand that weight and give you a lot of confidence. It's not the most comfortable, but considering like hybrids that tend to have much thinner webbing and feel a little bit more delicate, this one is super robust and durable. The G-hooks feel really high quality. That being said, these are open. It can or has the possibility to unhook. It is rare and unlikely. I would just like a gated part on these detachable hooks just to give me that peace of mind. Time will tell if it does fray along any of the stitchings, the zippers, especially if it gets compressed. I'd like to see how that kind of handles and wears over time. There is no stylus loop, which I would like, especially if I'm going to carry an iPad mini in here. Even if it had some like pull away pockets either on the edges or on the body, just gives me some extra space to dock my wireless mics, maybe body caps, lens caps, and just have a bit more organization. So the Dolomite, really awesome camera sling hybrid for your money, around that $109 US. I think it packs a lot of functionality. I think the greatest strengths on this is the padding, the protection. It's got really nice padding on the base. I definitely see myself rocking this a lot more going forward. So there you have it. Those are my thoughts on Urth's Dolomite camera sling. What do you think? Let me know down in the comments. If you'd like to read more of my thoughts, you can see my review at onetechtraveler.com. And if you like the Dolomite or you want to explore the rest of Urth's range, then you can support the channel by using the links down below. I'll put it in the video description and in the pinned comments. See you in the next one, but until then, keep being awesome. Peace.